So, hey guys, welcome back to another interesting podcast. Today we have Gayatri ma'am from Germany. So, if you are thinking to do job in Germany from India, then this podcast can be for you. ओके सो अगर आप सोच रहे हो यार कि अभी आप स्टूडेंट हो या फिर आप एक प्रोफेशनल वर्किंग हो, आप जॉब कर रहे हो और सोच रहे हो यार इंडिया से मन भर गया, चलो बाहर का इन्वायरमेंट देखते हैं एंजॉय करके, तो इस पॉडकास्ट में मैम आपको पूरा एक कंप्लीट रोड मैप बता रही होंगी कि आप किस तरीके से, पहला स्टेप ये होना चाहिए, दूसरा स्टेप ये होना चाहिए, तो आप वहाँ पर जॉब ले सकते हो एंड सैलरी क्या मिलती है, कितनी वहाँ पर इन्वायरमेंट कैसा है, ये सारी चीज़ें क्या इस पॉडकास्ट में डिस्कस कर रहे होंगे। तो उससे पहले पता है क्या करना है, फिर आगे बढ़ते हैं। चलो स्टार्ट करते हैं। एंड थैंक यू सो मच मैम फॉर कमिंग। ओवर टू यू मैम।
Yeah, hi Samir and hi everyone. So thanks for this opportunity first of all. So about myself, right? So
Yes.
I am Gayatri and I have around 10 years of experience in software testing field. Currently I'm in Germany. So I have completed my post graduation in computer science from India and then I moved here in Germany. So yeah, this is a short introduction of myself.
Oh, nice. Okay, so ma'am, suppose someone, suppose I'm a student, I am watching this podcast, and now in my mind come I want to do job in Germany, not in India. Like I'm a student, still a student. So it is possible or not?
Yeah, I mean, if you are a student, then definitely, I mean, student means are you completed your graduation or post
Yeah.
graduation? Yeah. So definitely, I mean, so basically, right now I'm in IT industry, so I will only talk about maybe the IT jobs here. So yeah, definitely, a student can also try the jobs in Germany. Definitely. So there are many ways, like some students come here for the university post graduation and all, so they take an admission and then start learning whatever their post graduation subject or subject, and then they can easily switch to job based on whatever faculty they have selected. And also with the professional thing, like professional persons like me, they are also like apply for the jobs in Germany, like through the social I mean, we can say like job networking
LinkedIn.
sites, LinkedIn or Glassdoor. So they can, even the students also can apply directly, but it completely depends on the some jobs are entry level, some jobs are experience level. So definitely it's vary for everyone. So student, if you are talking about specific to students, then definitely they can there are some entry level jobs that they can apply in Germany.
Wow, nice. Students, move to next question. Then what will be the interview process? Suppose I got one message or one interview scheduled from the Germany, then how can I crack that interview? Like what will be the interview rounds and what kind of question can be asked there?
When you are searching for a job, definitely you have to go through some channels. So there are LinkedIn, for example, LinkedIn and Glassdoor. So you have to keep applying for the jobs first, because it's not easy that you apply for the first 3 to 4 jobs, and then you will get the call for the interview. It's very rare. So if you are applying from India, then the conditions differs, because if you are applying from India, then definitely they ask you for the visa sponsorship. Do you have the already valid visa for that? Or there are many things related to visa sponsorship, because you are getting from India to Germany, right? So there are many factors that actually matters. But then if you are already in the Germany, then the things are different, because right now in my case, I have already have the valid work visa. Like I came here on the family dependent visa, so I already having that visa. So it would be like whenever I started applying many jobs. I mean, in a day I was applying 100 jobs. I mean,
Wow.
like it's not like that easy. So then if you are doing if you are actually searching from India or Germany, then I would suggest, like, first analyze the market. I mean, whatever the analyze the job market, I will say, like what are the popular and common technologies, or we can say technologies in boom, we can say like that, right? So those technologies you need to find out, like what skills it's right now required in the job market, or what the employer is searching for. So for example, when I came here, I just wanted to share my own experience. Like when I came here, then I was working in the data warehouse testing, business intelligence, and chatbot AI. So, but those skills, when
Yeah.
I saw in the, when I going to the job description of multiple companies, then I was not getting that keywords. You know, right? We get the keywords like you have
Hmm.
agile methodology experience, you have API testing, REST assured, Cypress. I mean, there are many tools and technologies in software testing. So but we are not, but I was not getting those keywords in the job description. So I actually analyzed like what my
Oh.
resume is there, and what the current job market. So then I started learning on those things which I was not aware of, or I was aware but not that much had the real time experience on the projects. So then I started, like for example, API testing, REST assured automation, REST assured API automation. So
Mm-hmm.
those things I just started brainstorming the concepts, and then I build my resume very strong enough to shortlist in the shortlist from the employers, or shortlist from the HRs, right? So you have to be stand a very your resume should stand independent and from the other candidates, right? So there are many candidates that are applying. So the first thing I would suggest, like build your resume and analyze the skills whatever there is in the current market standards, right?
Hmm.
And then next thing is like definitely keep applying and keep I will say like there are many channels, like there are also local channels like Zing is also a job network site here, so that also you can use. You can prepare your resume in a German format, like that also. So these are like a preliminary stage that you can do. After coming over to the interview process, so basically we can say like there are different interview process for different companies. Okay, but then the common process is like first you get the HR screening call. So HR will call you and ask you about the about yourself, and then your skills, your salary expectations. So like this, and then once that is done, then they if they like all the things like that they are expecting for, then they will send you the take home assignment. I mean technical assignment.
Okay.
So then after that technical assignment, once that is done, they will give you 2 3 days or maybe a week, depends on the company, and then
Hmm.
you have to submit that test. And then once that is fine, then they call you for the technical interviews. So technical interviews can be one or two. So maybe round one, round two, and then last will be the team meeting interview. And then once you done that, then there will be a final interview, like the salary discussions and negotiations, etc. Right? So these are
Hmm.
kind of five, I can say 5 to 6 interviews that you need to go through when you are applying a job for like for a job in Germany. So I will give you a brief on the technical assignment. Okay, so what technical assignment contains, or
Hmm.
you are, what are the interview questions. So in technical assignment, basically in testing field, mostly we have to write the test cases, test scenarios, and automate those test cases and test scenarios. Okay, so now the technical assignment can be either like the companies, if they are having their own Android or iOS application, for example,
Hmm.
they they will provide you their website or their application to download. I mean that will be definitely a old version of there. And then you they will ask you like write it, they will give you a test scenario and you have to write the test cases. And
Hmm.
also one more thing is like you can if they are already using some automation tool like
Hmm.
Cypress, then they will say like write some automate those test cases using
Hmm.
this Postman. Postman is a API tool. So Postman, using Postman or using REST assured API automation framework. So this kind of
Assignment.
yeah, assignment
Hmm.
they give it to you, and then you have to submit that assignment. Then after technical interview questions, so I will say like as I said already, that you have to build your resume so
Hmm.
that it will be easy for the interviewer as well, right? To get the understanding like what exactly you are expertise in. So don't mention that you just know like some concepts and you just putting that in the resume. That doesn't work. So if they just ask that those questions on those technologies that you rarely known, then the problem is like there will be a very, maybe the impression will not be a good. So whatever you are mentioning in the resume should be very very specific. Okay. So where, so coming to the technical interview. So first they will ask you some questions about your technical assignment, because they are checking like is that whether the whatever submission, whatever the solution that you have submitted is written by you only, right?
Mm-hmm.
So they ask you some questions like how you have written this, and the method, about the methods, about functions, whatever is there. So they will ask that questions, and also they will ask about the whatever you have written in the resume. If they want some things like, so as I mentioned, like I was working on the database testing before, like data warehouse testing, but those people are not that much aware. So they actually wanted to know more about that. So they have multiple questions for me on that data related data whatever I did right in past. So sometimes the history, what project history, project experiences we have, so based on that they ask the questions. Then technical interview too, mostly will be some technical and some technical, like some technical and some behavioral or situation based questions. So situation based
Okay.
questions, for example, they will ask you like if there are any conflicts in your team, then how you will handle it. So for example, so they will ask such a situation and behavioral based questions to you. So yes, so this is kind of a technical. And then team meeting. So team meeting is like meeting your team, right? Or which projects they will be going to assign you, so you have to go meet those people. But here as you know, like right now people are working from home, so mostly these things, for me at least, these things happened on video calls only, all the
Okay.
interviews. It was not at all face to face because of the COVID. So yes, so team meeting was also on the, not in person, but from the video call. And then last is like your salary expectations and salary discussions and all. So this kind of steps happens in like mostly in mostly what I have gone through. And yeah, so I think I have briefed I mean all
Yeah,
the
all
things.
the first. Okay, ma'am. So let's move on to next question, ma'am. So is there required if I want to do job in Germany? So should I know German language or not?
Okay, so basically, as I said, like there are multiple jobs, like entry level jobs and IT jobs, and also the other things as well. So then, if specific to IT job, there is no need of German. Maybe some companies actually expect like you should have a German knowledge. Good to have, or nice to have category that you, if you know German, then it's good. But it's not necessary or not compulsory. But for the, maybe for some other jobs, like apart from the IT jobs, maybe the German language is mandatory. So they ask you for the certifications like A1, B1, C1. There are multiple certifications. So they maybe expect like you should have a German knowledge. But it's not necessary or compulsory maybe for the IT jobs.
IT. So,
Yeah.
ma'am, from your side, like from your company, they asked from you?
No, no. So they
No.
were not expecting the, I mean, any of the company. Like I have interviewed in 3 to 4 companies, but then they were not asking for any kind of
Okay.
certifications or that you should know German. English is definitely fine for them.
And ma'am, in interview rounds, is they ask about the DSA or CP competitive programming or not in
Uh,
technical round?
So basically, most of the interviews that I have gone through, mostly those are based on the API testing. So they were actually looking for the person who knows the API testing, REST assured API automation, and Selenium or Cypress. So I did not face such a questions actually related to the programming and all. I mean, what you mentioned, right? Those questions are because it's pure testing job. So maybe if I may apply for the automation QA automation job, then they may ask you for this data structure and algorithm kind of questions. But if you are applying for maybe mid level and manual API tester, then I think these questions are not there.
Wow, cool. It's good news for someone who doesn't like TSA. Okay. So
Mm.
let's move on to next question, ma'am. So next question is like, is there any differences, like one software engineer doing job in India, or and other hand one software engineer doing job in Germany? What is the basic differences, ma'am?
Okay, so definitely, I mean, for IT jobs, whatever project or whatever roles and responsibility skills we have, and whatever the daily work that activities that we are doing as a IT, I mean, IT person, it will be the same in India as well as in Germany. If you talk about the differences, then definitely work culture is kind of a difference that I
Faced.
feel here.
Hmm.
That
Hmm.
in India, sometimes we feel like some work pressure is always be there,
Hmm.
because like there are like product-based companies and service-based companies. So definitely, product-based companies, if you are working, it is all time a cool. I can say some if there are some deployments, some big releases, then only I think there is some pressure for product-based companies. But if you talk about the service-based companies that I have worked on this almost 9 years, then I would say like yeah, there is some work pressure, but here I will say like work is quite manageable. I mean, I can do like 9 to 6:30 or 8 to 8:30 to 5:30 job. I mean, nine hour job,
Also.
and
Hmm.
yeah, hours job, and then within that also I can manage like right now we are working from home, so they have given the facility like you can completely work from home. Also I can manage my as I'm a family woman, then I can manage my other course as well, right? I have to pick my daughter from the school, drop her, so that 1 hour 2 hour I can also go away by telling them like yeah, I will need this hour, and
Hmm.
I have to go for this work. So
Hmm.
that also kind of manageable, so I can say like everything is flexible and smooth here.
Wow.
uh, it definitely depends on your company, your role, whatever you are working on, and your location where you are working. But for me, as a based on personal experience, it's always be a work culture is always a good here. I mean, there is no that much pressure that I feel, yeah, you are applying for, and the company
Ma'am,
definitely.
I think our viewers, I think, knew like what is the interview process, how many rounds there, what will be the salary, about the work culture, etc., etc. And ma'am, now I would like to say to give advice the those person who wants to join do job in Germany.
Yeah, so my advice would be like just keep applying and keep applying for the jobs from, for example, LinkedIn, and also you just check your skills, the analysis of the current job market, like what is going on, what are the popular technologies that you can learn. So keep learning and keep upgrading yourself. So I will say like there are new things coming up in the market like automation tools and technologies. So just brush up those concepts and work on them. Hands-on experience should be also very much required here. So that should be that you can do if you, and that would be that would help you to get the job easily in Germany. Yeah. This would be based on my personal experience. I'm saying like the skills that I was working in India. Okay, so that
Mhm.
was like this data warehousing testing and ETL testing. But when I came here, then I found some differences. I found some differences like what I have to gone through different job descriptions, and then I realized like there are many different or popular tools and technologies that are required from the employers here in Germany. So then I started brainstorming and learning those concepts, because that helped me to shortlist my resume. Otherwise it would be very difficult if I still go with my existing skills. So I started upgrading myself, learning from Udemy and from
Mm.
different channels on the YouTube, and then I learn those concepts, and then I mention those keywords, those skills in the resume, and then that actually helped me to shortlist my resume from the and getting the more interview calls as compared to the I mean as compared to before
Mhm.
1 month, and after 1 month, once I done all these things, then yeah, it was like very much difference for me. So I was tried I was getting more calls than before. So
Wow.
that helped me. So this is my personal experience that I started. And also build your resume. It should not be 2 3 pages. it always your one page summarize all the things that you did, or don't mention every project experience in that resume. Just summarize in the one liner, and you just build your resume very strong, so that you can stand independently from other candidates,
Wow, nice.
which will help you to get the more job interviews. Yeah.
Hmm. Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you so much for your timing, and hope so, guys, you will get all the knowledge through this podcast. अगर सही लगा हो तो यार like कर देना. If you are new in this channel, then kindly subscribe. Thank you so much, ma'am, for your timing.
Yeah, thank you, Samir. Thank you.